Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Syracuse's offense as they take control of the football first. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, it's Richard. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Orange will have to punt. On the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Tigers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we expect a lot of the game plan to be built around Gideon Davidson. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Scanning the field is Denson. And he avoids the sack.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter, and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Clemson will send the punt team out. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year. But now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
The Tigers are flying down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
He's got an open man. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, it's Gibson. Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Running inside, it's Richard. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Finds his man. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Gibson. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. He'll take it himself. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. To throw, it's Denson. Out wide right, it's Burrows. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll ride him again. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Could be an alley. They bring him down, a big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Gibson. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for a man. It's Odom. With the catch, it's Myers. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Off play action. Floats it out in space. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Second down, gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the wideout. Now they'll try the right side.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Hits the accelerator to the right. Past the 20. He's at the touchdown, Tiger. The defense takes matters into its own hands. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, checking in from the Syracuse sideline. I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Rides to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good. And build.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Syracuse will send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Trying to take it back. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Denson. Makes the grab, it's Burrows. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be first down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick give. It's Gibson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, here on the orange sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to get more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very crowd. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenged. Oh, he wants to give the replay. Chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Odom. Right side, it's Stokes. Timeout taken on the field. It's the second call by Syracuse. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Direct snap. It's Gibson. He's out past the 35. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Clemson's head coach told me coming out of the locker room was energetic. He says they've got a big lead, and they were all feeling good about themselves, setting a tone early in the season. But this is not enough. This is just one step to where they want to be this season. So he's reminding them, 0-0, that's the score to start the third, and let's capitalize off of the energy of this crowd here at home.
Holly, thank you. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Gibson again. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Keeps it. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Rush is on, and down he goes.
And you have to wonder if going in at halftime in the locker room just slowed down the momentum a little bit for this offense. They had it going so well in the first half. They were up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, scoring points. But here we go. First drive of the second half, and they run into a wall, getting sacked on the third play of the drive. They're going to have to pick it up here in the second half.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Long way to go on second down. The run inside. It's Richard. Pulled to the ground. Syracuse right back at it. To the air. It's Odom. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. And his receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, here on the Clemson sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls it on the option, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away.
And this offense, man, here in the second half, they give up another sack, and they're just not as crisp. Like first half, it felt like they were in a good rhythm. Nice job by this defense. After half, coming out with some adjustments that has confused this offense.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll go to the counter. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They're all over him. On target over the middle. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Orange. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Clock stops for just a moment. There is a member of the Syracuse Orange who is shaken up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play.
They fake it again. Pretty soon you keep faking it. It's not really a fake. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Tight end now in motion. Handoff for Jarrett. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
Well, a short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play, and nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
To the ground, he's got it again. Knocked down immediately. Clock stops for just a moment. There is a member of the Syracuse Orange who is shaken up. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Davidson. There he goes. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Might have a chance. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. How about this on 1st and goal? The give to the wide receiver. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. Moving the pocket, it's Odom. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations. With this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas on the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Middle linebackers, they're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Syracuse right back at it.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. Burrowing for yardage. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Clock stops for just a moment. There is a member of the Syracuse Orange who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get the corner. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that 1st down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline and run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes and they can get to your quarterback.
This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves him with 2nd and 20. Looking downfield, it's Odom. Under pressure. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. Syracuse operating with a fresh set of downs after that last completion. Hits inside, it's Richard. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Richard. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Push is ahead. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Has to have it on 4th down. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
On the direct snap, it's Davidson. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Straight ahead, it's Davidson. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Clemson will send the punt team out. They're cornering the market on fakes. Here comes another one. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out.
Touchdown, Syracuse. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. If they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield, it's Denson. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
I'll say this, not a lot of coaching staffs out there would want to go for it on 4th down with the lead here late in the game, but they're going to stay aggressive. They just believe in their own players to go out and execute, and they did it right there.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Out wide left, it's Leon. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Right side, it's Hawkins. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw again. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Has enough for the 1st down. A perfectly executed screen pass that'll seal the deal on this game.
And how about that call late in the game? And I love the execution by the offensive line. They run the screen. Like, nobody's thinking screen right now. They do a good job dropping back. Quarterback buys a little bit of time, gets it to his playmaker. He does the rest. How about that play call late in the game, Palmer?
I just love the offensive line and other receivers getting downfield and getting blocks to give them an opportunity.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Sets his feet, it's Odom. Look out! They knock him down in the end zone. That'll be a safety and put an exclamation point on this one.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play. But instead, he gives up the big safety.
And forced out of bounds, marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 30.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd down. Sets his feet. It's Denson. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The offense uses a timeout. 20 ticks remaining. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Across the 25, he's got room. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Johnson. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew